Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 61 of the Railcraft server Let's Play, and it is apparently raining. Well, I can't really tell in-game because, well, I'm in a giant endless desert. But that's good, so that part works. The weather sensors definitely outputting full power, which means rain. And we're going to make some final adjustments to the system, basically. For one thing, I'm going to reorder the components so that we have the two narrow ones first. That's not what I wanted at all. Kind of disappointed that it works like that, but oh well. I'll just copy paste, I guess. So we'll have that, and then that. Actually, let's have the light module first, and then we can refresh. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. I want to put the other ones in so they are kind of sorted by height. Should probably actually make them. That doesn't have a title, I realize, which explains why it's shorter. So I want to do an H2, say weather there, and then probably that is going to be higher. Yeah, let's make it 500, same as it's the other one, and then we're going to need to adjust the things inside each icon. Think top, let's say 100. Oh, right. It needs a position value as well. Oh, right. Because that is refreshed, I can't. Well, although that's, I don't know why it does that. I guess it's affected by the top or by the adjacent element being updated. So let's do it in here then. Style. That's not how you spell style. Decision. You're going to hang on me now. Okay. Top one. Let's do 50 pixels. And then I suppose I'll add 50 to each of these. Yeah, that works. And then I guess I should make these the same height so it looks nicer. So we'll just make, well, all of them 500 pixels, regardless if they actually need that or not. And then I should make the dials line up as well, I guess. So if we take you. You have a top value of 170 pixels now. Let's put that in the wait. Huh. Okay. Then, so, you need to be, what was it? Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. 270. And the season dial container. Wait. Oh. No. The you are 170. That should be you, I think. No, that's... Wait. No, that is... I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm confused. Sundial. U should be 170. And then the season dial should be 270. That should be correct, I think. Oh. Apparently I ruined your left position. Oh, I set that to 170 by mistake. It seems... Ah. Yeah. So you... 170. Should be like that. There we go. Now they are all lined up. Now let's add the mark to the light module. So basically attached to the light container, we want below the marker, we want a div. We'll call it monster level. And this is simply going to be something that has a border top, 1 pixel red, position absolute, and then a width of, say, 25 pixels. Probably, maybe one more than that. Okay, now where did that go? Light level, light container. Okay, it's right there. Does it need height? No? Why can't I see it? Then. Oh, probably because it's not wide enough. It's behind the... Or not. Oh. Forgot the solid. Find what the line is. It's rendered behind that border. Although I guess that's fine if we make it 25 again, so it's... Helps if I spell PX correctly, which I'm not sure how you misspell. Keep pressing the wrong keys. Keyboard is at a weird angle right now. I need to see if I can do something about that. So now we need to know what level monsters spawn at. Exactly. Right. Zombies. It doesn't say there. Let's see. It should say somewhere what level monsters spawn at, because I cannot remember. Ah, right. Okay, so this table has that. So zombies, skeletons, creepers, witches, spiders, and cave spiders spawn below or between level 0 and level 7. And then on 8 or above, they do not spawn. So we want to mark between level 7 and 8, basically. We are going to disable the updater, the auto update, and then we're going to refresh. And now what we can do is update light, and as you saw right there, because I pass in the data object into the update function, I can pass in a fake data object that contains a parameter that I set. So I can set the light level, for example, to whatever I want. So if I, for example, set it to 7, that is where level 7 is. So now all we need to do is... All right. It reset that. So first we need to re-add that. And that. It needs to be a 1 high. And then we can have the bottom, and then we'll just shift it up, and it should be right there. However, I don't think the line is clear enough. I actually want to make it, I think, 3 pixels will make it visible enough. And then it'll also fit right between the levels. I'm not entirely sure if it is right between the levels, but it looks close enough. So now we'll copy those, and that's a little much to put in the put in line, I think. So we'll put it in the styles file. And then we can go up here and we can remove all of this. And then we can go back down here and we can re-enable the updater. Right. So now we have actually... We have a nice zombie icon here. And it looks a little weird because I have a plugin that inverts the colors to make certain pages dark. No, I actually want that icon. Do you have that somewhere? No? Fine. Extract it from the source then. Oh, it's a sprite sheet. Great. Whoops. That doesn't work. Okay. Let's copy that. And I'm quickly going to throw it into Paint, because Paint starts up a lot quicker than Photoshop, and it's definitely sufficient for this particular task. And then I'm going to isolate the zombie head and save it in the project folder directly as zombie.png. There. And now it's right here. We're going to upload it to the server. And what I want to do is add a marker to the light. Well, when you add another marker to the light, and I'm going to call it light marker zombie. And then inside of here, instead of having a readout, we're going to have a span with a background image of zombie, and then nothing inside, and then set a width and height. And this is IntelliJ looking at the background image and detecting what size it is and suggesting that automatically, which is nice. Now if we pop back in here, ooh, that's not right. Wait, first let's make this a div. Okay, that ends up down there. Right, it's because this has some stuff, isn't it? So we want this to also have that. Then that's down there. Then we need to set the position of this. And then have left. And top. Actually, bottom will probably work better. And something like that. And then I want to change the color of the marker to something red. That'll do. Probably, but that's not right. Switch to night at midday. We're going to have a look at that. So I want the arrow to be narrower for this. So narrower still, so there, something like that. And then we are of course going to have to move this up to where the line is, and they're both red. And then I'm actually going to move it out something like that. And then I'm going to copy all of this and put it into here. Yes. So there. Oh, right. Whoops. I guess I forgot this. So let's redo that. Bottom. And then left. Need that bit more down there. Actually looks like it should go down one more. That'll do. I think it's not entirely centered, but close enough. And then we can actually do that and that, so we can avoid having inline styles here, and the div there doesn't need an ID, except maybe it does. Maybe I don't need that. Or maybe I just didn't refresh using the cache. No? Oh. I didn't put in the background. Or the size probably helps. There. Then reformat this entire file. And then refresh. There we go. That looks better. And because they are in the zombie marker is first, the light marker should go atop of that. But it should still be visible. And of course you can see the red line. The zombie head, of course, shows what this is. Otherwise it might not be entirely obvious. Now let's look at the this thing, because as you can see, the sun is up. It's currently sundown, sunset. So this should actually be on sunny, but it's not. So I think the easiest way to deal with this is to simply have this weather. We're going to have it console info this. So we get a readout on the percentage, which is now apparently at 75%. It doesn't have the it appears to be offset by 50%, which is, oh right, it is. I did that because of the rotation. Wait, did I? Did I add? No, I don't add anything. Huh. That's weird. That's very odd indeed. I should actually be able to math around this. Oh, right. I don't think round takes any arguments. No. I have a function somewhere to round to a specific number of digits, but I don't feel like I don't have time to look that up right now. But so 83. So what happens? I guess when it reaches midnight, it's going to tick over down to 0%. So I think maybe I want to offset this for the purpose of the weather icon calculation, because it's correct for the dial, because that's supposed to be... Actually, I don't know. It's really strange, is what it is. Yeesh. I mean, really. I think I can speed this up a little bit. Let's say 1600. Okay. It's approaching 100%. Or 95%. Really curious to see what happens when we take over. It's actually a little behind. Because... Oh wait, no. I was looking straight up, apparently. We were further from midnight than I thought. Almost there. And I fully expected to tick back down to 0. Otherwise something is wrong. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Goes back to 0. So basically, well, maybe I should just add a function for testing if it's day or not. Day percentage. We'll add function called isDay, and then send in data, and then we can get the percentage from day percentage by sending data, and then return if percentage is what would it be? Between, if it's greater than 0.25 and percentage is no, greater than or less than 75, then it'll be day, I think. Let's print that, I guess. Is day. So this should spit out false currently. And then as soon as the moon goes down, so I'm going to speed that up a bit. Let's see, set 22,000. Okay, yeah, let's add 100, no. Okay, so now as soon as it passes 6, or this line here, this should start outputting true if I did that correctly. And we have once again run out of time because we have passed the 30-minute mark. And this keeps taking more and more time than I expected to. Now the moon is dipping below the horizon and the sun started coming up. I think the time may be a little off. Well, the dial is off, at least, because the sun is already coming up. It's a little behind, but I guess that's not particularly relevant. I mean, I could probably sync it up. And now it's outputting true. Okay, so that fixed that. So what we want to do here instead is say is day data, simply. And then we're going to switch these around. Instead of, I could just invert the check there, but that seems silly when you can just do that. So now this should be correct, and we can probably also stop printing out that garbage. So now if I do time set night, the moon icon will light up, and that's that. So that we should be ready to actually deploy this on the server, which we are going to do in the beginning of the next episode. So I will see you then.